All right, guys, I'm back on the board track project. I've came out in the garage tonight, tried to knock a couple of things out. I'm trying to stay on track with 4 episodes, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4 on this board track build. So got a few things left to do to it before I blow it apart and do the paint work. So let me spin this camera around and show you what we're trying to do tonight. All right, so I dug in my old scrap drawer and I found this is what's left. I just got through cutting 4 strips out of this, and I'll show you what I've done with one of them before I started videoing. So this used to be a brass plate at the bottom of my front door, and we redid all of that one day, and I just said, man, I got to hang on to this brass plate. One of these days it's going to mean something or help me out with something. So what I've done, I've cut some strips out. I use my scribe here, and the strips are 0.875. And so this is going to be tank support brackets. So let me spin this thing around again and show you where I've already made one. All right, so I've got the bike on the ground, and I centered up the tank and measured it front and back and made sure that it was center lined on this bar. And I really did it by eye. I didn't do it, didn't try to measure it or anything like that. These things weren't precise back in the day, and I don't want this to be precise. It needs to look vintage. So with these brass straps, I think it's gonna look pretty cool. Now I'm gonna change out these screws, these stainless steel Allen head screws. That's nowhere near period correct. And then this gas cap right here, I'm gonna change that out too. I'm gonna make a little brass cap. And if I can't find a brass cap, or an old steel cap off of a lawnmower or something like that, I'm gonna go ahead and patina this up and make it look like it's brass or a rusty metal cap. So anyway, I've got this one bent, and I'm gonna try to get the other one that's got the hole in it like that. That was just one of the mounting holes when this was a brass kick plate on the bottom of a door. So I'm gonna get the other one and put it right here. That way they'll match. And I'm gonna put it somewhere right down through here on the tank. And then I'm gonna do one more from the bottom side. So let me get this other one bent up and get it installed, and I'll carry you guys along the way. All right, guys, what I've got here, I've got a solid rod. This actually used to be a strut on my wife's Volkswagen. So when I did that lowering job on one of the other videos and I replaced our front struts, I cut this off because I knew I'd need it one day. And anyway, threw it in the junk drawer. Got 2 of them. This is the same diameter as the pipe, the upper pipe on the upper bar on the bike. Basically, I find a center line, I'll take it and I'll bend it around this pipe. And being that it's brass, it's wanting to pucker out right here. So as I'm bending it, I'll give it just a little bit of a massage, and that way that end right there stays round and it doesn't try to pucker out. All right, that's pretty good right there. You see the horseshoe of that bent almost all the way around perfectly, and it's got a nice contour right here where it's going to go up against the top tube. So now I'm going to scribe my lines on it where I need it to be bent in the 90. All right, so here's how I scribe the line. Instead of measuring it or doing anything weird like that, I've got this tank where I want it to be. I take the top of it that's gonna be on top of the bar right here, and I'll just put it down on top of the tank, and I'll get my scribe right here out, and I'll just come over here and keep it level with the top tube, and I scribe a line back there. You can't see that on camera, but it's there. And then I'll do the other side, making sure that it's straight up and down, tight to the top of the frame, and I'll scribe another line right there. wonder if I should put it back here. I wonder what looks the best. I'm gonna adjust it just a little bit more, and then I'm gonna trim it off. All right, so I trimmed off the edges, and now I'm gonna go ahead and put some holes in it. So I've got a hole punch here, and I'm gonna line that up, eyeball that. Line this one up, eyeball it. I've got a stop on it so that they'll both be in the same spot, but not straight up and down. So, all right. That'll pull down there really nice and tight when it curls around, and that's gonna be really nice. Put the cut-off alternator bracket on for a chain tensioner, and now I'm going to try to make some brackets to hold the oil tank back here. All right, so I put 2 nutserts in the seat stay, and then I'll install these brass brackets that I made to hold the oil tank. And then we'll drill for the oil tank, put some nutserts in that, and that'll be mounted. All right, so what I did, I've got the brackets mounted to the frame, and then I've drilled and nutserted the oil tank. Of course, you wouldn't do this if this tank was made to hold oil, but it's not. All right, so that's gonna really look cool when it's painted. And then you got the brass screws and the brass brackets. So it'll all come together. All right, so I've got this made. This is the cheesy bracket or support for the rear fender, and this is the new one. I don't believe it's going to flex and jump around. Weld a plate with some washers on the bottom, right here where the tape's at, and dress the welds, make it all smooth in one piece, and it'll bolt on just like it would have from the factory. I think that's going to work pretty good. So I've got to finish making the fender, and then it's ready to come apart and paint. And I don't know how long this video is, so if I don't get it finished in this video, the only thing that'll be left is the paint and the final assembly. So that's a lot to get in one video. So there may be a part 5. Hey guys, it looks like we're gonna have a part 5 to our board track build series. Did as much as I could on this one, but step 5 is pretty much gonna be just painting the patina and the build process. But anyway, as always, thank you very much for being part of my family, following along with builds in the shop and just DIY projects. Enjoy part 4. Please like, tag, share, and subscribe to the channel so you'll be able to follow along with all the builds. That means a lot to me as well. Get out in the garage, build something, and as always, thanks again for watching Spanky's Hot Rods and Customs. See you soon.